I'm Cienna. I'm 27 and I have periodic paralysis. I was diagnosed with periodic paralysis probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I've had muscle weakness since I was a kid. I remember the first time I was playing soccer. I loved playing soccer when I was a kid. And it was like a cold Michigan morning having to play soccer outside, and my legs would get heavy and I'd have to go sit on the sideline. And I was like, it was normal, I was like, every kid has to go sit down. This is why kids go sit on the sideline. It's because their legs get heavy. No, that's not why kids go sit on the sideline. It's just kind of been with me my whole life. And then as I got older, it just kind of progressed and got worse, and I had more attacks and more weakness. And my potassium has always been low. Every year when I'd go to the doctors for blood checks, it would get lower and lower, and they'd put me on more potassium and more potassium, and I went from taking it 1 time a day to 5 times a day, and 1 pill to 5 pills, and now potassium rules my life. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, my doctor went to a lunch and learn about periodic paralysis, and she called me from the lunch and learn about periodic paralysis. We weren't looking for a diagnosis, and she's like, "This is you." And I was like, "We weren't looking for anything to be wrong with me." And she's like, "No, this is exactly you. This is all of your symptoms. This is exactly, clinically, this is you." And she diagnosed me that day on the phone. She put it on speakerphone. She's like, "You have to hear what they're saying." And it was at a Caveus Strong Bridge seminar, and she had us drive down to Cleveland the next day, and we had an appointment of blah blah blah. She handed me a big pamphlet book on it, and it was the quickest diagnosis I've ever had. I'd never heard about it before, and it was just boom, here you are. And so I think I'm the luckiest person with periodic paralysis, because I have the easiest diagnosis story there is. I have a diaphragm pacemaker because my brain does not tell me to breathe. It is not because of my periodic paralysis. It's because my hypothalamus doesn't tell me to breathe. This is my diaphragm pacemaker. It goes with me everywhere I go. It's attached to me. It plugs into my stomach like a computer jack. It literally looks like a computer jack. It plugs right in, and it's attached. It looks like a cell phone. It breathes for me 14 times a minute every minute. I say it's like an electrical metronome. It electrocutes me 14 times every single minute. It makes my diaphragm move, and it makes me breathe. They have found diaphragm muscle weakness, which could be from my PP. I have narcolepsy with cataplexy. I have mast cell activation syndrome. I have ROHAD, which I always get the letters wrong, but it stands for rapid onset obesity, hypothalamic dysfunction, hypoventilation, and autonomic dysfunction. We've always been trying to figure out why somebody like me has so many different conditions. That's the big money question. If you can answer that, my doctors will love you forever. I think Caveus changed my life. Before Caveus, I was having so many problems with muscle weakness, with absorption, with my digestion, and then after Caveus, I was actually digesting my food, absorbing my pills, and my muscle weakness was much better. I was in physical therapy, and it helped me make huge strides. What I was doing actually made a difference. Before, the workouts I was doing, they didn't matter. I could have not done them, and it had the same outcome. I share my life on social media, and it's called Chronically Persevering on Facebook and Instagram. I started to share about my service dog to help my friends and family understand why I have a service dog, and now I do it because my story is able to help and impact lots of other people and help them have a diagnosis and get the help they need to. I just did a Instagram live with the Periodic Paralysis Association for Rare Disease Day. I would have to agree. I have some really great new younger doctors that are very compassionate. And we had people there who had never heard about it before. We had people there who thought they might have it. We had one person who had never heard about it, and by the end of it, they're like, "I think I might have this. What doctor do I need to go see?" So it always just brings me so much joy to help other people get the help they need. Everything's always changing, There's always a new frontier, I think, with periodic paralysis.
If you would like to know more about periodic paralysis, visit periodicparalysis.org. And if you enjoyed this video and want more, hit that like button. subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. It really does help spread the word. You can view other videos about periodic paralysis by clicking the thumbnails to the right. If you have questions, just leave a comment below or reach out to us on social media. We'd love to hear from you.